Masonic love train, so the word woke has been bastardized by the right, as will happen. They have decided to make it a bone of contention. They have decided to make it electoral vantage point. They've decided to use what they've always done. Now, woke, as many people know, it is looking at history and how it has played out today, and how we can look at history through today's prism and either rectify or avoid some of the things, those same things from happening again. I was struck by an author, a conservative author, when interviewed about a book she wrote. She had a passage about being woke, and the moderator asked her to explain what woke meant. And not only have I seen her struggle with that, but people, when, various elections throughout the country, they were connoting, well, we hate CRT and it should be taught in school, but no one could successfully tell us what it is, even when it's become laws. Anti-woke laws can't tell you what they successfully do. What is woke? What does it mean? Like, she could not fathom a narrative. She couldn't craft one together. But yet, it is a political point. It is a political hammer that people are using. Woke is nothing more than conservatives using it as the new Southern strategy. That is when Republican governors traditionally have appealed to white grievances and white fears to stoke election results. And look at where it's happening, and look what's going on. What do we have? Anti-woke bills. We have them in Florida. We have them in Tennessee, and all through the whole of the South. We have them in Texas. They are doing what they always done. Woke is the welfare queen, or Willie Horton, or fears about crime, or fears about people taking your jobs, or fears about the others, because that's the new woke. It is the new Southern strategy. All the while, nothing. Name me one thing that they're proposing as a matter of governance that will make your life better. Now, you got your anti-abortion. Is your life better? You got your anti-drag bills. Is your life better? Black people can't learn about their history. Is your life better? Lyndon Baines Johnson famously said that if you can convince the lowliest white man that he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice that you're picking his pockets. Matter of fact, you give him somebody to look down on, he'll empty his pockets for you. Is that exactly not what's going on here? Isn't that what's happening? They don't care what is going on. They don't care that none of their grievances are being met. They don't care that their roads are not getting built. They don't care that their schools are not getting better. Their air is not getting cleaner. Their medicine. Look at what happens in the southern region of the United States of America, Medicare. They will not take Obamacare primarily because poor white people don't care what happens as long as these niggas don't get anything. Is anything they're doing in the way of governance making your life better? Lyndon Baines Johnson was right. If you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pockets. Are they? Your bridges, your trains are running off the tracks, polluting your environment. That's happened a couple of times. But woke, what did that do? Your banks are collapsing and your economy is at risk of collapsing. But woke, let me tell you something. Woke didn't make your trains run off the rails. Woke didn't make your banks collapse. You know what made banks collapse? People, deregulators, and people who are anti-woke. So all the while, your banks are collapsing, your trains are running off their tracks, but at least you get to stop niggas from learning about themselves. He was right. If you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he will not notice you're picking his pockets. He won't notice that eggs are still high. He won't notice that gas is still high. He won't notice that inflation is still high. As long as you give him someone to look down on. And what is CRT? What are these anti-drag bills? What is the anti-woke bills? Nobody can tell you. If they can't tell you what it is, how can they tell you how it harms you? But the truth of the matter is, you can say anything about black people, and people of a certain mindset will believe you. You could say, this black man wasn't born here. I don't know how he could become president. Even though it's impossible for a baby to forge a birth certificate. It doesn't matter. You could say anything about black people, and they will believe you. You could say it was black people, it was Black Lives Matters, and it was Antifa that stormed the Capitol. Absent proof, they still will believe you. You give them someone to look down on, give them someone to blame their problems on, you give them someone to hate, and this is what you get. Anti-woke bills are the same thing. They're the new Southern strategy playing out right now. It ain't gonna make your life better, but at least the people who you look down on don't get shit either. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.